Okay, so how do I start this? All right, a little high act of kindness, of course. Let's see. I would have to say my low is the fact that right now I am like fighting to stay awake for some reason. I just feel so incredibly drowsy right now. I don't know what it is, but I just feel drowsy. My high is that yesterday I had a wonderful afternoon or evening with my family. It was because for the baptism, one of the guests was as I refer to her as my ex-step grandmother. Yeah, again, it's complicated, but she's visiting and she was there for the baptism as well, and she's here for a little while longer. In fact, let's just say we're going to somewhere very special tonight for dinner. And I volunteered to make the reservation. Man, I'm excited. I wish it was evening time already. And my act of kindness, I did volunteer for making the reservation, didn't I? No, that's an act out of kindness. Did I do anything else? No. What did I do? I mean, I did help clean off my plate for dinner. Or no, clean up the dishes for dinner, from dinner, I suppose. I did. I also ran a couple errands for my grandmother too. So, there. Really it was just to she needed some stuff to go to the bank, which, I'm happy to do. So, there you go. Good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. I guess right now I'm still kind of riding the high of this past weekend because, again, this weekend was literally everything that, would constitute to be perfect. My nephews got baptized and I became a godfather from it. The weekend, even yesterday, even though it was just, one person, my family was around. That was wonderful as well. Got to watch some basketball. That was really cool. And I forgot that there was a game on last night. So, if the game that was on was what I think it was, I think the Nets are done. But, I could be wrong about that. Even something as simple as last night, which was, only 4 of us at dinner, that was really special. And, we didn't really have much for dinner. We had a couple of fresh tomatoes, some steamed asparagus, love asparagus. Had salt potatoes for the first time this year. I'm wondering if I really should do a mom food on salt potatoes. Honestly, the reason why I don't is because salt potatoes really function exactly like, any other potato. They're just really small. So small I could really be like, oomph. You know what? They're you know what salt potatoes are? They're the size of those frozen meatballs you get at the store in the big bag, but they're already frozen, so all you gotta do is cook it in the oven. They're roughly that size. Some are obviously a little bit bigger, but give or take, they're literally roughly that size. So then again, I'm gonna eat stuff like that in one bite kind of person. So there you go. Whew. Whew. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I am super tired right now. Oh yeah. Oh right, and the main course is my mom made pork chops. So I mean, come on, man, it's pork chops. Pork chops are cool. You know, man, I would eat a pork chop so many different ways. I mean, lately I've been acting like I've been adulting, if you will, and eating it like with a knife and fork. Although my mom always gets bone-in pork chops, so that works to a fault. But then, like, you just gotta pick up the bone and eat it, man. That's the only way to really do it now. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Anything else happen this weekend? Well, I finished watching that video of this one guy who cut down all of Naruto, like cut out all the filler out of Naruto, which, okay, that was an interesting video. And basically, if you don't know what this guy did, I believe he goes by Oceans. I'll put a link to that video in the description down below. He basically, he's basically the kind of guy who, you know, if you're gonna meet a girl and you ask an idea for a date, like his idea is, hey, want to watch some cartoons? Surprisingly, that actually works a lot more than you think it would. I'm like, that'd be my kind of date right there. Be like, hey, want to watch some cartoons? Yeah. Well, you know, one time I should try that just to see what kind of reaction I get. Maybe, I mean, not now, obviously, but I'll think about doing that. Anyway, this guy named Oceans, he's a huge, you know, anime fan as well. And he wanted to show his girlfriend Naruto. But as I mentioned to all of you, when I shared my final thoughts about Naruto, there is a lot of filler. Like, the anime is the anime is 720 episodes altogether, from the original Naruto to the end of Shippuden. That's like 720 episodes. That's insane. And there's only 700 chapters overall. They used a lot of filler. I mean, a lot of filler. So, this guy literally spent what I can only imagine is maybe about, bare minimum, this took a month for him to do. Because here's the thing, you can find like all of the episodes of Naruto online. And there's even comprehensive lists as to what episodes are strictly filler so you can avoid them and just go on right to the next one. Which is good. However, even in the episodes that aren't filler, there is filler stashed away in them. So he had to weed out those parts of filler that make absolutely no sense whatsoever. And the flashbacks too. Man, the more I hear about it, I'm like, yeah, Naruto really did have a lot of flashbacks, didn't it? I mean, it didn't necessarily bother me because I like me a good flashback every now and again. But again, flashbacks are what completely saturate Naruto. And they don't completely saturate the filler of Naruto, but it's pretty annoying. So he dubbed this the Ocean Cut. So he cut out over 115 hours of anime filler and flashbacks and developed a version of Naruto that theoretically is easier to watch. The story progresses much better. The pacing is better. And it's about as close to the manga as one would potentially have, supposedly. Now, personally, I've seen the link to where you can find the Ocean Cut. I'm not going to put the link in the description down below because I really don't want to get in trouble. In fact, he could have put, seriously, this Oceans guy, the reason why it's not on YouTube is for the very reason I described. He could have gotten in trouble. Lots of, copyright stuff. He'd probably be in jail for so long that he probably would make a legit Naruto Ocean Cut for real. And he wouldn't be able to watch it because he's in jail. He'd be in jail after One Piece ends, actually. That's how long he'd be in jail for. I had to make that joke somewhere, right? Now, I really don't, because here's the thing. I actually did find the link, and I personally did click on it. But I thought, the episodes, you're going to be you click on it, and then you can watch. I'm like, hey, okay, we can do this. It doesn't work that way. Apparently, you got to download, a boatload of files. And I'm not necessarily in the mood to do that. So, to oceans out there, if you can find it, if you can make it so you don't have to download everything. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I just realized. He can't just simply put on any kind of site for you to watch. Because that means someone could take that and put that on YouTube and everyone would get in trouble. Okay, that makes sense. Can't really do it that way. Don't get me wrong. Since I've already seen Naruto, I'm not necessarily in the biggest hurry to do something like this. Don't get me wrong. The thought of seeing Naruto in such a format that's a lot faster and smoother to get through, that really does appeal to me. Really, it appeals to literally every Naruto fan out there. But if you actually saw through all of Naruto like I did, then you'd know that you wouldn't necessarily be in a hurry to do something like this. Now, personally, around the time we were in Shippuden during actually, I think it might have been after the Kage Summon arc where I really started getting tired of the filler. I stopped watching the filler. So I can't really say I had the whole Naruto experience. But then again, considering that some of the filler really isn't very good, I don't necessarily want that. But if I have an opportunity to watch the Ocean Cut of Naruto, then the answer is yes. I would totally do it. I would totally watch however long this Ocean Cut of Naruto is. And trust me, let me tell you, it's still going to be long. Let's say you remove 100 episodes of filler, or in change or whatever, and then you have 115 hours of filler content, even filler content that's scattered in episodes that are legit canon. The way I'm looking at it, you're looking at 130 plus episodes. That's not easy to get through. I mean, at best, because when I really want to watch a series, I really will do everything I can to watch it all the way through. That's why shows like Kid Cosmic and Centaur World were so easy to make reviews of, because they're short. You know, each season was only, 10 episodes, maybe even more. Like, yeah, literally every long season was like 10 episodes. I could bang that out in a couple days. I could bang that in a couple days. There you go. I want to make sure the snap is good. But over 130 episodes? I would need some time to really think over if I want to do that. I mean, I could. And, I have thought over if I really want to do it. So for now, I'm going to say I'm not going to do it until I can find a legit way to watch it without ever having to worry about getting in trouble or having to download 5,000 massive files or whatever. Like, if I want to do something like this, I should be able to do this on my own terms. So that's what I'm going to do. And I guess that's really about it. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button. If you like what you saw, of course, leave a like, click the subscribe button for notifications, and as always, follow me on social media too. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can find me in a few places. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, we'll be here to let you know. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.